Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here. So we have some big Dino Fury news today. First of all, the website is updated with some character descriptions, so we have some more character details and names and story details as a result. And there's also a bunch of like press shot images of the show. Like on the site it says gallery, and you can't see it when you look at it, but apparently they're hidden and they've been found. I'm going to use the images, but if I somehow get in trouble, then I'll just re-upload this without the images. But anyway, the point is there's lots to talk about. So first of all, I'm going to read the character descriptions to you like it's story time, and I'll put some of the press shots up while I'm talking about it so you don't just have to look at my ugly face looking down. So let's get started. So the Red Ranger's name is Zyto, which we knew is an alien, which we also knew. It says Zyto is an alien from the planet Rafcon. Gus, don't make up words. Has been on Earth since the time of the dinosaurs, frozen in stasis. After he was revived, he leads the Dino Fury Rangers in the hopes of stopping the evil forces that destroyed his planet from destroying Earth. Oh hey, Orion, I didn't see you there. And his Zord is the T-Rex Champion Zord, which we already knew, but I love that name. I mean, it's not like amazing, but it's better than just like, this is a T-Rex Zord, which I feel like has been the creativity of the names in the Neo-Saban era. Now, Blue's name is Ali Akana. Ali is a confident, logical skeptic who's never afraid to share his opinions and always needs to prove he's right. Growing up, he traveled the globe with his archaeologist mom, Dr. Akana. Ali doesn't believe that there's anything that can't be proven or explained by science. The future is now thanks to science. His Zord is the Tricera Blade Zord. I kinda on the nose there. I guess literally, because the thing is on the... Anyway, so then, Green Ranger, Izzy Garcia. She is a highly competitive, ambitious athlete. She pushes herself to the limits, never gives up, and even when is stressed and overwhelmed. She is close with her stepbrother, Javi. Javi? Is that how you say that name? If I'm butchering that, I'm sorry, but I'm really good at butchering names. Speaking of, brilliant segue there, good job, Dawson. Black Ranger, Javi Garcia. He's a free-spirited musician who can be quiet at times, focusing his energy on his creative process and artistic endeavors. Though he loves music, he cannot settle on one style or instrument. His stepsister Izzy is his biggest supporter and important person in his life. Real quick sidebar, I thought the rumor was the reason they recast Green, it was always going to be a girl, but the reason they recast Green is because they wanted to make Green and Black siblings. So I assumed that would be, they would want to make them look similar, but now they're step-siblings? So what was the point? Anywho, Pink Ranger, Amelia. Amelia? Who's Amelia? The first face this face saw. Sorry. Go get Amelia Jones, I forgot to say about that name. A go-getting journalist with a passion for the paranormal, Amelia works at the internet media agency BuzzBlast. She's also on the show Ghost Facers. Just kidding, that part's not real. She's well known in Pine Ridge. That's the name of the town. Boom, there we go. I forgot about that. The person who will come up when anything weird happens. Her enthusiasm seeps into everything she does, much to the amusement of her friends and coworkers. Her Zord is the Ankylo Hammer Zord, Black's is Stego Spike, and Green is Tiger Claw. I think the other four Rangers' Zords names are kind of uninspired because it's literally just listing their Zord and then the weapon they kind of have. But I like the name T-Rex Champion Zord. And like the descriptions for the Zords don't say anything other than it says that it's mirrored after it. I don't know why they use that kind of language. Maybe I'm just stupid. I mean, I am, but I'm not sure why about this. And then we do have some small descriptions for the two villains that are going to be primary at the beginning. Boom Tower, who's the one that has the toy that's about to come out here. It's a Void Knight's Monster General, a brutal fighter. Sounds like a really interesting character. And then Void Knight. So this was the name that was found in the toy listings. This confirms that Geysorg's counterpart is going to be called Void Knight. It's not just a placeholder or name that gets changed. I like the name. Void Knight is an armored alien warlord who crashed on Earth many years ago. He is intent on using the power of the supercharged Sporix, again, Gus, don't make up words, for his own personal benefit. So, that's what we have right now. Almost forgot to mention there is also a couple shots of Weisel's counterpart who we do not have a name from as of this video. And from the pictures it looks like he's spying on them. So just sheer speculation, we'll probably have Void Knight and Boom Tower as the main villains, and then this dude will be lurking leading up to his appearance in the next arc. Things that I like before we get to the pictures. I like that all of the Rangers are somehow involved in some sort of globetrotting or investigational profession. Rather than them being high school students, you have like the paranormal stuff and archaeological stuff, excuse me. And I think that's kind of neat. I do like Zyto being an alien. I think that might be lead to some interesting stuff. I'm still curious how that mythology is all going to work. Like, were the powers, did dinosaurs come from aliens in this continuity and then he brought them there? Or did he bring like a power set that like transformed around dinosaurs, like the Dino Charge powers? That opens up some questions. I'm not looking forward necessarily to Geysorg hunting Sporix because it seems like we're in for yet another series where the villains are after some sort of power source like the Energems, like the Ninja Stars, like Morph-X. I feel like I'd be fine with them just wanting to rule the earth like all the other sickos. Now getting to the images, I probably, future me, if he helped me out, put a few of the images up of the cast, but there is some notable reveals in there other than how the cast looks in their, you know, outfits of the show and whatnot, is that Mick is going to be back in it. I mean, I'm going to assume he's going to be a regular character functioning in a similar fashion to Ninja Steel. It's possible he might only be there for an episode or two or reoccurring or something, but regardless, he shows up, and I like Mick. He was one of the few things I really did like about Ninja Steel. I love Kelson Henderson, even if Mick did give terrible advice sometimes, like, if your friends are all doing something you don't want to do, you should do it anyway. That's right up there with Yoda telling Anakin the best way to stop worrying about his loved ones is to not love them. And then we're getting this new little Dino character that looks to be kind of like a base helper, like basically a Beast Bot or a Red Bot, but he's a dinosaur. I feel like I'm going to really like him and he's going to get shoved off to the side and I'll make like a Justice for Dinosaurs show guy shirt or something. I was also thinking it would have been nice if maybe Zaito had a more alien form like this. Not necessarily a dinosaur, but we see from the pictures early on he has these horns, which look kind of stupid, but I also kind of like that they're giving him a little bit more of an alien look rather than just another humanoid species, you know, like fully humanoid, not like Star Trek humanoid, but like, you know, an alien that basically just looks like a human. They gave him a little something, but it would be kind of cool if he had like a full-on alien form and then he had to have like a human mask or something. But again, that is another thing we learned, is that Zaito is going to have these alien horns in it. We do get a look at the base, which I think looks pretty cool because you have like the swords in the background. It looks like we're going to have a storyline where Mick's going to force Blue and Pink to dress like Preston and Sarah. Like, put those clothes on and make your hair just perfect like that. So it's funny because like the cast looks like they ran through the Neo Saban processor, and as a result you do have some sameness, especially like I feel like Blue's hair and general look makes him look like Preston. Like it reminds me of how people always point out that the Lightspeed casts and the Lost Galaxy cast look like the same cast types and stuff like that. I don't know, and then we get a couple looks at them like around this receiver or something, and there's some fighting going on. Based on one of the pictures, it looks like Red and Black are fighting over a disagreement, so classic Toku heroes. But then Pink and Blue are fighting, so maybe they're just sparring? I'm not sure. You know, this all looks fine. You know, my whole thing with Dino Fury is I'm not overly excited, but I'm not upset. I'm just done. Like, I'm ready for the Neo Saban era of this to be done, and I'm ready to move on. But I'm more than willing to be surprised by things. There's definitely some ideas I like in here. Like, I like Mick coming back. I like some of the ideas about the aliens and the mythology potentially having this longer history of mythology of the Rangers from the prehistoric times. I know people might be mad about the retcon, but that definitely interests me. But, you know, Ninja Steel was filled with great ideas. I think Ninja Steel had a lot of really good ideas. It was just the execution that was poor. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing a new Power Ranger show, I guess, but I'm just kind of done and ready to run out the clock. But there's definitely some interesting new stuff. What do you guys think of the cast? What do you think of the details? What are you looking forward to most about Dino Fury? And what do you want to see? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you can notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.